Happy Wednesday, everybody. Even though we had a question mark snow squall, I was very confused.
I was very mad.
I've also been very confused.
Why did you wake me up at 5 o'clock in the morning?
Because what if you were driving? Yeah. Obviously. This is Perspective, by the way. My name's McCall. I'm Mima.
And I'm Producer Butters.
And Producer Butters is peeved off about the notification that he received this morning because of the snow squall question mark that was, I guess, sort of maybe not potentially happening.
Yeah, well, the potential squall was over Bear River City. That's nowhere near.
Was it over Bear River City?
Yes, there was nowhere near where we were.
Well, it's fascinating to me because it's like as I go through, I had a notification on my way in that alerted me, and I was like, oh, great, snow squall, cool. Well, I'm going to be at work, so not my problem. Because it went off at like 5:45 or something. And then I got to work, and I was looking through stuff and was like, okay, well, obviously my job is to keep the public informed as to what's going on. So, like, if you're driving, watch out, there's snow. Basically was the answer. So Producer Butters sends me a message and is like, I don't know why the AHI ended up getting this message. And I said, obviously, to keep people informed. And he's like, well, it's been canceled. And I was like, it's been canceled? Interesting. It hasn't been canceled on my end. And he was like, well, yeah, it's been canceled. So then I start looking through. And he's like, look at your weather tab. And I looked at it, and I clicked on it, and it said that it was still active. And so then he was like, oh, well, it says it's been canceled over here. And then a notification on this computer came up and was like, ta-da!
Yeah, but that came after it was already expired.
I think it came in a couple of minutes before it was expired.
No, because the time said 6:45. The picture you sent me was like 6:47 or something.
Oh, interesting.
That's why I was like, well, that's great. It's already done.
Yeah, so...
Let's see if I can find it.
It was super interesting, just the way that all of the notifications and stuff came through, you know. It's very interesting to me that we're in the time period that we are in. By the way, I've had 2 cups of coffee and Ritalin this morning. What?
That's great. Because I don't know what you guys are talking about, but at the same time, I remember getting a notification, looking at my phone and being, snow? Okay, cool. And I rolled back to bed.
Well, because it was an emergency alert, so it wasn't like a like a little bing. It was like a.
Thankfully, my sound was off, which is I think why mine didn't go off that loudly. But it's interesting because all of these different notifications come through, and it's fascinating. Again, like I was saying, it's good to be in the time zone that we're in and the time period that we're in. Like, I love that I can log on to Twitter right now, and I'm looking at Twitter, and there's a red panda that's being terrified by somebody who just stepped down. Benny tweeted pooping. Like, it's a fascinating realm to be in, and the fact that we're, like, so peeved off about notifications when we could be peeved off about, like, I don't know, the Black Plague. This is a cool time to be in.
So now that I read this, I think it started at 6:44 a.m.
Yeah.
For Logan.
Correct.
Because on mine it was starting at ending at 6:44 a.m.
Yeah.
So I read that wrong.
Yeah, because ours was supposed to start at 6:45. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. It starts then, but okay. For surezies, bruh. So anyway, it gave us an hour alert.
It was 6 o'clock in the morning. So
it was, yeah. Way too early.
See, the emergency alert that I got says until 6:45. So then when I saw your thing that said, "Hey, this just came in," I thought it had the expiration date of
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that looks like it started. So did it snow squall at all?
I don't know. I was inside. We have no windows, so I stayed here. Those ones were closed. Oh. Those ones are typically closed, and then it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, so it's dark, so I have to get up physically and walk to the door to go see.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to do that.
I didn't. I sat here. I punched buttons, pushed things. So, notifications. Obviously, this one, peeving Producer Butters off. Do you guys have notifications that you get that just
all day, every day
set you off? What are they?
All of them.
Turn them off, then.
Just like random social media ones, like, oh, this person said this. Okay.
Right.
I don't know who this person is. Why do I care they said this?
Okay, Facebook, sorry, Zuckerberg. Facebook is notorious for terrible notifications because I think they obviously want people to come and be on the app more because people are not being on the app more. Peeves me off. I get a notification. Hey, one of your friends commented on this other person's post. Oh, well, am I friends with that person? No.
Absolutely not.
Then why do I care? I don't care what they said on somebody else's post.
Is that
doesn't
just
matter.
Facebook?
Yeah, for the most part,
Yeah.
yeah.
So my favorite is like Instagrams.
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess it's kind of same realm, but it tells you every time that somebody posts a reel,
Mm-hmm.
um, and sends you a message, I think.
Yeah.
And what else is there? Just a regular post.
Like
I
a
think.
notification if somebody likes it, yeah.
I'm like half the time I'm like I don't care.
Right.
I'll
It's like
watch it later.
I don't care if they sent me. If
Yep.
it's important, put it in my feed.
Is
Thank you.
is the one where it just goes up for 24 hours? What's that called?
Story.
A story.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that too. So
Mhm.
the story.
And it's like usually people who you interact with most. So like if I post
Oh
a
no,
story,
it's everybody that I
Producer
have.
will typically get a note. Well, but you don't have a lot of people that you follow. It's only a handful of people. Like for
Thanks,
me,
McCall.
I follow
I
like
love you too.
well, you don't follow that many people. That's nothing on you.
Nothing
Not
wrong.
yeah. Like
Uh-huh.
I follow like 5,000 people. My
Oh.
follower count is only like 3,900, but I follow like 5,000 people, and so only my handful of close friends within my proximity that I follow and interact with. Like if Mima posts something, I get a notification that she posted a story. If Producer Butters posts something, I get a notification Producer Butters posted a story. I know, but still. I'm saying if, hypothetically, right? So those are the
If.
notifications that typically come through. Facebook, get the heck out of here. Like, I get notifications from Facebook if we post something on like the VFX page or any other page really, and you get no notifications for it. Nobody's liked it, nobody's commented on it. It's just kind of sat stagnant, which as a heads up, with radio station things, a lot of the times it gets pushed down in algorithm because we're not paying Facebook for advertising, so that just is what it is. But we'll get notifications. It's like, hey, just so you know, nobody's commented on this. I'm like, then don't notify me.
You're like,
Yeah,
no.
like,
X.
Like, what? Okay, do you want to just like stab a fork in me? What are you doing? You're twisting a knife right now. I know it was supposed to perform better and it didn't. What do you want me to do about it? Well, we'd like you to pay us money so that we can get people to comment on it. Nobody's gonna comment on it if you pay money.
You're like, I don't want them to come.
I don't. It's fine. It's just a funny post. If they want to like it, great. If they don't, not my problem. Like, it's just out there.
Okay, so another notification one is the Reddit,
Oh,
and I don't know.
oh my
I don't know
gosh.
how it chooses what to send you,
I
but
know.
it seems like you get on one topic and then all of a sudden that's
That's it.
all you get.
So,
Yeah.
Reddit for me, I haven't had Reddit for very long. I had it downloaded on my phone for a little while. I don't really use Reddit a ton. I like Reddit for like the subthreads or whatever about Logan, about Cache Valley. I think they're fascinating because people are brutal. I dig it. I can get with that. Like this is the kind of like fire that I want to see burn down the whole building, the whole world, all of it, right? But for some reason, same kind of thing. Like I think yesterday I got like 6 or 7 notifications for Reddit. I don't think I've been on Reddit for like 4 months. It's like stop sending me notifications. I get it.
Oh, I get probably 20 of them a day.
Oh,
I don't get any.
really?
I guess
Does it
I just-
offload for you? Sometimes mine
Do you-
offloads
do
because I
you
haven't
have-
used
Do you
it.
have an account?
No, but I used to get them anyways through Google.
I don't. Do I have another?
I don't
I
know.
have an account.
'Cause I don't know why Google randomly just sends me notifications too of like, oh, we know that you like the Packers, so
Right.
here's some random information that is totally not true, but you're gonna click on it. We also know that you recently watched Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Here's some stuff.
See, like mine. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
I don't think-
Anything that we talk about on the show,
Oh yeah.
my newsfeed becomes
Mine-
ads of what we talked about.
So mine's like in. My Reddit is in. I guess I have a login or something. I don't know. It gave me a username. I have no idea what's going on. Speaking of notifications, I just got one from my watch that says it's time to stand up. I appreciate those, but I also hate them.
Yeah,
So,
me too.
like,
I just ignore them after a while.
I know, that's where I'm at right now. So, like, 9 o'clock, I was sitting here, and it popped up and was like, hey, you need to walk. And I was like, great, I'm not going to. And then I was talking, and I talk with my hands like all the time, right? And so I was talking, and then I got a notification that's like, "Congratulations, way to stand up!" I'm like, I didn't, but I'll take it. It's a dub for me. Like, one of the other notifications that I absolutely hate. Sorry, we're ragging on notifications. It's literally the whole point of this podcast today. I got a notification from, I have a couple of different like websites and stuff that I run, and you put up pop-up forms so that you can gather people's emails, right? One of the pop-up forms that I put up, created it, hadn't been up at all. None at all. Created this brand new pop-up, posted it. It had been up for 10 seconds. I closed out of the pop-up design screen, and it's like got a red exclamation point next to it. I'm like, oh shoot, I wonder if I forgot to put some information into it. Click on it. It's like, this is performing less good than other people's. It's been up for 30 seconds. Like, no, of course it has. Of course it's performing less good than other people. Like,
that reminds me of like
what?
when we were trying to set up a podcast, like the hosting part of it,
Mm-hmm.
and we were hosting ourselves, and to get it submitted on certain platforms or whatever, you have to go through authentication. I don't know.
Yeah, like a verification
Anyways.
of bit rate and stuff.
So we went on to this podcast checker that said loaded in 0.0023 seconds. That's slower for internet time. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's like,
that's less than a second.
that's like less than a tenth of a second.
I'm like, it's fine.
It's, if somebody can't
Apparently
wait,
it did not like that.
if somebody can't wait for less than a tenth of a second, maybe check yourself. Maybe adjust your
Check
schedule a
yourself.
little bit. Like, chill. Notifications. I hate them.
The one also that kind of upsets me is Snapchat.
Yes.
Because, like, if I don't get on it for a while, they'll be like, oh, hey, your friend sent a story. And I'll be like, that's great. I don't care.
Right.
And I'll swipe. And then 20 minutes later, it'll say the same friend shared a story.
Post a story, right.
Did they share another story? No, it's the one
same
story.
one. Yep.
I just told you I don't care.
Huh. Those ones I don't get as much. But
Oh, man.
They're
It's
yeah.
I'm trying to
it's-
think of.
it's so dumb.
Do you know which one is TikTok? They send you the ones like you're not even friends with. Hey,
Oh,
check
yeah.
out this video. I don't want to.
Oh, I haven't seen
I'm
those.
getting
I think it's-
married. Who's getting married?
I think it doesn't send me as many push notifications because I watch all of the videos all of the time. So I'm on average. Oh wait, I'll look. I'll look and
Or-
see what my average is.
Or every time somebody sends me a message
yeah.
or puts a post up,
Mhm.
but it's like random with the post. Like it doesn't stay consistent. It's
Yeah.
like whoever you follow last is where you get the notifications from.
Right. I totally agree. It's like I went and followed. Who was it? I can't even remember. It was somebody that like just came up on my For You page one day, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Followed that person, and then like the next day, it's like, ta-da! Hey, just so you know, they posted. I don't even know who they are. Like, I don't care. I really don't.
Show me the video when I
Like,
get into it next.
Genuinely, I just do not care. So, do I have app limits, yellow activity? That's kind of what I'm looking for.
So my phone,
TikTok.
if I don't open an app for a while, and even though it's sending me notifications, it'll offload it or something.
Yeah,
It just like says nope.
mine's
you're
the
done.
same. Mine's the same way.
It
So
disables the app.
You're done.
my average time, proud of myself, we've gone down from my average daily time on TikTok. We're at 1 hour and 49 minutes. So I expected it to be much worse. To be completely honest
I
with you.
think
trying to
I
think
got
of
a few
what
months
site
ago.
called.
I got the TikTok because I don't really get on TikTok anymore.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it has to do because of the content that my For You page was
Pushing out. Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I am getting so stressed and mad, and
Mhm.
I'm mad at the world. I have to
Delete.
stop.
Yep. No, I get that. So
Was yours for the week or the month or?
mine is a daily, so I just went into my obviously ours is different just based on phones. But I went into day, well, I just clicked on screen time and then looked at details, and then I clicked on TikTok itself, and it says my daily average over the course of the last month and a half.
Your maps is up there.
I apparently spend 7 hours and 40 minutes on Chrome
Wow, that's a long time.
and 6 hours on Maps.
Yeah, my most used is TikTok. TikTok is top for me.
I don't have my phone. I can't.
This
tell
is
you.
within the
Sorry.
last week.
So within the last week, oh sorry, I wasn't looking. My bad if you were showing me.
Oh, I didn't show you.
Oh, okay, great. My last week, most used was TikTok, 6 hours and 42 minutes, followed by Instagram with 3 hours and 3 minutes, Facebook 2 hours and 12, and then Wow Plus, which is where I watch RuPaul's Drag Race at an hour and 55 minutes, which really isn't that much,
I'm pretty sure my number one screen time use is Paramount
probably.
because I'm watching
So-
the challenge.
Probably.
I went through all the Reddit notifications this morning, so apparently I spent 19 minutes on it.
Wow, how dare you?
So Chrome, Reddit, and maps.
So,
Wow.
so
I know, just gotta love those maps.
love the maps. So check this out. With Facebook recently, so I've been playing volleyball more often because it's been a long time since I played, and I've been really excited to get back into it. And I play like once a week. Have absolutely loved it so stinking much. So I came across USU volleyball, women's volleyball's videos. I follow them on Instagram, but I came up on their stuff, and so then I started watching some of their videos, and I went over to their Twitter, was where I had to go to be able to send my friend the video itself because she doesn't have Instagram, so it wouldn't let her open the video. Had to go to Twitter, send it there. Then I was like, shoot, am I following them on Facebook? I don't know. So I went and I followed them on Facebook and watched some of their videos for a little while. Closed out of Facebook, no big deal. False. I log back into Facebook. My feed on Facebook, because it's a lot of suggested posts, my feed entirely on Facebook is volleyball. And I love it. Like, I am living for it. But I'm also like, dude, you're 28. Like, do something. Like, you cannot be one of those, like, you can't. But then the other part of me is like, maybe I'll go coach. I'm not going to coach, by the way. But there's that little part of my brain that's like, hey, but Facebook's algorithm has figured out how to feed me volleyball posts like it's nobody's business. TikTok is a hot mess. I don't ever know where it's going. And then Instagram, also a hot mess. I don't ever know where it's going. So as long as they stay separate, because I feel like I have my comfort formats, like I know what to expect on each platform. I know where my algorithm is feeding to on each platform. So as long as they don't bleed over into each other, then I'm okay. Because we need this constant content feed of different content.
Yes.
So I just learned
Uh-huh.
that this phone, keeps track of how many notifications you get.
Oh, magic.
Do you know how many I received
Oh,
on
look at
Monday?
15,000.
What?
Wow. That's a lot. Where do I
106,
find that?
106 from Snapchat.
Sorry.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got that because you get 2 notifications for Snapchat.
51 from Gmail.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go down to the one that drives me nuts. Okay, so Instagram had 7, TikTok 5, so that's not bad.
Interesting, yeah.
That is just nuts. That was just Monday. I can go to the next day. 359.
Oh, I went down.
Yeah.
Apparently 27 from the Google Play Store for some reason.
Oh.
Must have been a lot of updates or something.
Probably.
And then so far today, 172.
It's only 10.
That's crazy.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do I do this?
Is
I
the
wanna
emergency alert in there? Better be.
Ah, okay. So this is in. Let's see. Open. Thanks, emergency alert.
It's-
You're ruining my life.
It's lying. It's not in there.
It's not in there.
That's not where I want. Okay, where's my notifications? Screen
A lot
time
of it is there's like security cameras set up, and so like
Ah.
anytime it detects a motion, it sends me a notification, and then I mute it. Okay, what is it?
Okay, so today I'm currently at 96 notifications.
That's it?
Yeah, because I'm like in my platforms as the notifications are coming in.
Producer Butter, she's like,
Yesterday I'm at
That's all?
288 notifications.
Oh, 288.
Yeah,
notifications.
288 notifications. I have 8 notifications from Clock. I'm assuming those are snoozes.
probably.
Alarm.
My bad.
Sorry.
alarms.
Alarms. 251 on Monday and Sunday. I had 284. Last week was pretty high, 322, 312, 307.
You probably use
But-
Do Not Disturb mode, huh?
I do. I do use Do Not Disturb mode. And I also don't get like push notifications from Google itself because it comes into my email summary of everything. Or Gmail or whatever. So it's like I have to go into my mail to see the notifications from there. It doesn't just come through. Which I think I prefer, just because if I were getting notifications from all of my emails that I have so many stupid spam emails, it's ridiculous. And I've gone through and unsubscribed from a bunch of them, which is nice. However, like there was a point where I was like waking up and I would have anywhere between 70 and 100 emails, and they were mostly all spam.
If I don't keep up on it, then it just racks up.
Yeah. So I found an app. I don't know if I told you guys about this. I found an app that you can go in and sync your emails up to, and then it'll go in and they call it rolling it up. So it'll sync them together, and it's like, here's your daily summary of emails, who they're from, if you want to look at them or not, or you can click unsubscribe and unsubscribe from all of them. Fascinating, by the way. Love it. Anyway,
I don't really subscribe to things, so.
I mean, I have too many that I subscribe to. Any final thoughts on stupid notifications, things that we hate, things that need to burn?
Send emergency alerts later. That'd be cool.
Yeah, if you could like have emergencies later, that would be really convenient
Yeah.
for me. Like, please no earthquakes until at least 10 o'clock Mountain Standard Time.
Yes.
Thank you. Please,
Definitely.
please no hurricanes until I'm awake and
Actually,
ready for
let's
the
do
day.
it daylight savings.
Yeah, please. Like, just send it an hour earlier,
Yeah.
as long as it's during the hours of 9 a.m. and 5
It should
p.m.
just know
Yeah.
if I'm driving or not.
Yeah, it should just figure it out.
I mean,
If
your
I'm
phone
driving,
knows.
then go ahead and
Yeah.
notify me.
It's like, yeah, please notify me while I'm driving. I need a reason to pick up my phone. Yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
Actually, it tells me if I've used my phone while I'm driving.
Does it really?
Yes.
I don't know that mine
It
does.
tells me every week, you used your phone 0 minutes while driving today. This is
Of
me.
course, it's always 0 minutes. It's so nice.
Actually, sometimes it's like 1.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's
Um,
probably because I had to look up something in the maps.
That's fine.
Or music, a song.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mine's
got that on the
usually
screen.
music and a song.
That goes on my screen. so
Mine's
I'm not
not
doing
on my screen.
Or sometimes I'll just be like, here.
Please.
that. Yeah,
What's
so I'm
the
sure
first song? I'll be like, oh, okay.
it's a lot harder to use the not native app.
Mm-hmm. It really is. It's very difficult, like to just try and navigate it that way. I agree.
Do you get ones from the music service you subscribe to?
Every once in a while, I have a couple of podcasts that I'm subscribed to,
Mhm.
and I'll get notifications for them.
I'm about ready to unsubscribe from
A couple.
ours.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. No, I get a notification for that, but yeah, I mean podcasts. I feel like I exclusively listen to one specific music service, and they have everything. I found out they're starting to carry books as well,
Yes.
which I love. I know they've had them for a hot minute, but I know. Believe me, it's frustrating.
It's because
Yeah. No, so I correct. That's the problem. Fascinating enough. I think it's an age gap thing. Just as a side tangent, a little bit, because if you talk to anybody who's like Gen Z, what streaming platform they use, it's Apple exclusive. And if you talk to anybody that's not Gen Z, typically and older, like younger millennial-ish and up, it's more green. And if you talk to older millennial and up, it's like Pandora. It's fascinating. BT dub.
Mine's red.
Although I did find
I'm trying
out,
to do math in my
I
head
just
with
I
numbers.
found one. Just think about it. Big ol' Y.
A two?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah.
So
Alright.
apparently I found out that the one with the big A
Mm-hmm.
that rules the world, I guess just offered it to all their Prime members.
Yes, they did.
So
Fascinating.
it's no longer a side service.
Fascinating.
Mhm.
Okay.
But I don't want to switch. Even though it would be one less thing to pay for, but also there's benefits to paying what I paid for.
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, that's the thing that's the most frustrating. Like
Although
genuinely.
it's the most expensive one.
Yes. That's the thing that's the most frustrating is the switching over of services. So
Yeah.
anyway, again, beside the point with stuff. That's why I can never switch from the streaming service that I'm using because everything is already downloaded. And I don't want to have to go back through and recurate everything. Like my algorithm set. Again, it's the algorithm thing, right? I don't want it bleeding over into other places.
Yeah.
I do think that the one that's green is pretty good about
So good.
keeping. I didn't realize I was out of a playlist.
Yep.
Because I create playlists.
Mhm.
I don't know, once or twice, maybe 3 times a month, but I make them long enough. But sometimes I'll go past the playlist and it just starts playing.
Similar to
But then
music.
a song comes on and I'm like, I don't know this. I don't know about this one. I don't know if
Yeah.
I have this. And I go look at the playlist and I'm like out of the playlist, but it's pretty spot on.
Yeah, it is.
There's only like
Yeah.
a few songs that
We
I'm
love
like,
it. We love it being spot on.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated because I don't make playlists.
That was not intentional.
I know. I don't make playlists like ever. And so having them just curated for me is the best.
So wait,
the
hold on.
best.
How do you do that? So you just play one song and then it just starts.
No, like
choosing?
they'll give you we're not talking about a specific streaming service. We're not sponsored anyway. So they'll create these. I figured that's a very important asterisk to put in there.
Yeah.
So they'll make like your daily playlists based on the things that you've liked or the things that you have listened to recently. Currently, Taylor Swift on repeat. I can't stop. My Wrapped. The Wrapped for the end of the year is going to be so thrown off because of how much I've been listening to Taylor Swift.
Okay, so I think I know what you're saying. So I think you have to be in a playlist for it to start curating songs based off of what you like.
No. See, so like I can go in here and then they create playlists for you.
Right, but it's a playlist. So once you get to the end of that playlist, then it starts creating songs and stuff that you like.
Sure. Like
Yes.
I have all of my different playlists from obviously this is not the app. This is a fake app, fake body, fake app, not real, right? So I can go in and I can like, oh, here's a 90s mix. Oh, look, there's a brand new album. I
Okay,
love
so you
her.
mostly just go off of the mixes that are already curated by said service.
Well, yes and no because so like my 90s mix is different than Dustin's 90s mix because Dustin's 90s mix is like all rock and mine is like pop and rock.
Well, most of those
sort
playlists are curated off of what you like anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, anyways.
Well, the red one also does that. Even though I have like 20 playlists that I've made, but
See, I'm
If I get
a
tired of those, I can-
nerd and I put it in our music schedule.
See, but that's fine because you know how to do it. I think that's great.
And then I transfer it over into, and then what I like to do is said service works with another said service called, shoot, I just lost it.
Anyway.
It's Red.
Okay.
And it keeps track of everything that you listen to.
Which is fascinating.
Oh, Last FM.
Okay.
And it'll keep track of everything that you listen to out of Spotify. So then you can go back. Sorry.
Fine.
Green
We dance around it. We all know what it is. It's green.
Yeah.
It's got three little lines.
Greenify.
We set a spot.
spot on.
Spot on green
Anyway.
5. Anyways.
Yeah, that's fascinating though. I think it's really cool to be able to again. I hate notifications, but I love the era of life that we're in right now. That it's like, gosh, I'm so annoyed that I have all of these notifications that are waking me up in the middle of the night. And still, I could be worried about the Black Plague, but instead, I'm just gonna like vibe to this playlist that's been curated for me, so I really don't even have to think, but just get annoyed with like anyway. Fascinating time period to be living in.
Well, my phone is always on silent. I
Mm-hmm.
do not have any ringtone, vibrate, nothing. Nothing on it makes a noise, which is nice. So it all goes to my watch. And then my watch will notify me.
Mm-hmm.
But I also have, they call it a sleep mode. And so after 10 p.m. and before 8 a.m., I do not get a notification on my phone. Or, sorry, my watch.
Right.
So it's nice.
It is nice.
So
It is very
only
nice.
during the day.
I love my do not disturb mode. Like I love it so much. and I love
See, I
that
don't
it,
have to turn it on; it just does it.
same, mine too. So like when I come to work, I have the different modes that I've set up. So it's like I have work radio mode, and so work radio mode only permits notifications from like you, some of the people that work here, some of the people that
I'm
work
special.
elsewhere. You are special because I would like to not get fired doing my job. So it'll notify me that way. If I go to like a town council meeting, it's like all notifications are silent except for like certain alerts. Same kind of thing. It's again, our lives,
But those emergency alerts, they come right.
they come right through.
They come through
single
every time.
Come through! Yes, queen. Okay, any final thoughts before we wrap everything so we can bibbity bobbity bounce?
Yeah. Nothing.
Okay,
No.
great.
Enjoy your notifications.
Enjoy the notification.